Today we're going to be talking about the SH MonsterArts Godzilla 2000 Millennium Sakai concept version figure. Godzilla 2000 has been reborn as a super articulated lizard and is sporting the Yuji Sakai alternate design. This lad is spiky, this lad is slouchy, but most importantly, this guy is hands down one of SH MonsterArts' best.
Stop right there, mister! I will not sit idly by and watch you tear down yet another amazing SH MonsterArts figure. You're alive?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Dr. Snip and Snips, kinda kill ya? Nope, just snipped me out of your psyche.
Great. Fantastic. Thanks, Doc.
How old Bobby is so soft. I won't sniff and find out.
Oh dear God. Well, if you had let me finish my intro, you would know that I actually really liked this figure. Really?
Oh God, man! Shut up! Shut up! Please!
I just want to finish my intro. Can I do that? By all means, fellow SH MonsterArts lover. What?
Based on the Yuji Sakai concepts used in promotional materials and pre-production models, this figure originally released for $75 on December 28th in 2013 in Japan, and then on January 22nd in 2014 in the USA. I somehow nabbed him for $60 off of Amazon back in the day when they really didn't suck so much, but I would have happily paid the $75 knowing what I do today. Since his initial release, he received a special color version re-release in 2015, which had him sporting a more classical color scheme, which went for the very same $75. Wait a minute. SH MonsterArts made a special color version of a figure and didn't overcharge for it. They didn't even change the price. Wow, what times we used to live in. But first, I want to take a quick look at this box because this box just gets me all nostalgic. For those who don't know, Godzilla 2000 was my very first SH MonsterArts figure ever. Just look at it. We got a beautiful photo of Godzilla on the side over here. We have the classic scratch marks opening up the box to kind of just show you different angles of the figure and everything. SH MonsterArts Godzilla 2000 Millennium Tamashii Nations Bandai Godzilla 2013. Here's the box from the side view. Here's the box from the other side view. And here is the back of the box, which, yet again, it just reminds me of opening this thing up for the very first time and just being so hype.
Now, I'm a little weary about you saying that you love this thing, because you love Shin Godzilla, yet you tore the SH MonsterArts Shin Godzilla a new butthole. So before we get started, I really
Love this thing.
Oh. Yay! Alright.
I have a very hard time fully expressing the epic mastery that this figure presents. I mean, you can look at the skin, you can look at the dorsal fins, you can look at the teeth, you can look at the eyes. Everything about this figure's presentation is just magnificent. Wow, never thought I'd hear that come out of your mouth. Just you wait, buddy.
I'm your buddy?
No.
No.
Bringing attention to the head. I mean, I could go all day long about the skin and how it's perfectly pointed and perfectly sculpted and all that fun stuff, but gotta talk about the eyes, gotta talk about the teeth, gotta talk about the tongue, especially the teeth. SH MonsterArts has had a bit of a rough time with teeth, yet on this figure, the teeth just look magnificent. Every single tooth in this guy's mouth, all sculpted, all fully painted. The tongue is nicely painted and sculpted, even though it kind of looks like Godzilla got into a vat of brown gravy, but hey, I ain't judging. And it really doesn't do much but impress me every time I look at this dude's grill. It just looks amazing. And even when you look inside the mouth, you can see some pretty premium detail going on in there. Amazing. And while he does look a little goofy from a head-on shot, I'm just fully distracted by all of the amazing sculpt work that went into his head, his nose, his lips, all the wrinkles around his eyes. It's magnificent. Going back to the skin again, I really can't get over just how amazing it looks and even how it feels. It's just like, you get your hands on this and you can just feel every bump and groove on Godzilla's body. It's quite amazing. But I also really love this little brown highlight on Godzilla Godzilla's chest, and I'm not sure why it's there, but I'm really not bummed that it's there at the same time. You'll of course get more of those highlights on Godzilla's thighs and kneecaps over here, and again, I have to gush about the detail, bro. No matter which way you pose these legs, no matter which angle you look at them at, it's just beautiful, beautiful work from Yuji Sakai. And I know this is just common practice for SH MonsterArts, but the detail is everywhere. They're even on Godzilla's hands over here, as you can see, premium wrinklage and scaly looking skin. And the nails. The nails are very, very long, very sharp looking, and sharp in general, and they're very nicely painted as well. Again, I'm just going to be praising the detail on this thing, because even on Godzilla's gnarly lizard knuckles, it just looks fantastic. Gotta give the same amount of praise and love to Godzilla's toenails over here, and I also really do love that the feet are like nice and webbed looking. That's something that I wouldn't have minded seeing on the final design. But again, the detail on these feet, just magnificent. And I really do love the attention to detail when it comes to the paint on the toenails, how they start off more yellow at Godzilla's foot and then get lighter as they come to a pointed tip. Again, standard practice, but it still looks great, and man, this thing is dusty. And now it's time to talk about these dorsal fins, because Jesus Tap Dancing Chrysler Center, these are amazing. These dorsal fins honestly are this figure's claim to fame, because yeah, the skin and everything looks great, but look at these. They're dangerous, sharp, beautifully painted and detailed weapons. Like seriously, you could probably really hurt somebody with these. I just love how these things look, man. They're jagged, they've got Godzilla skin on them, they're nice and sharp, and I just love that rose color that these have, that metallic magenta-esque looking color that they have. It's just so very cool. And I love that the color of these starts so early on Godzilla's neck. I mean, you could see it as soon as like right here. And then as we get to the big old jagged rock bed at the bottom of a waterfall over here, they just go full on rose color, and it is so amazing. It's a visual treat to the eye. And unlike the Bandai Movie Monster series, this beautiful color continues all the way through the tip of the tail. Well, mostly to the tip of the tail, but I really don't think these needed to be like, you know, painted or anything like that. They do have a very nice fade going on, but still, I love how every major point over here that is pointed has paint on them. Yet again, a visual treat for the eye. These things are beautiful. And yes, you guessed it, they're going to be that way on both sides, and seriously, dude, I can write an hour-long essay on the beauty of these things. Just because I can doesn't mean I will, but dang, oh man. That is magnificent. Oh, man. I never get tired of looking at this. I really don't, because it just blows my mind that this figure was mass-produced and looks this good. You can even see some of that rose color starting on top of Godzilla's head over here, man. They killed it. SHMA killed it. Yuji Sakai killed it. Ooh, got some paint rub on there. Don't know if that was because of me or the box, but anyway, I just want to highlight more beautiful points of detail. The top of Godzilla's head is magnificent, and the further down you pose it, you can actually see more detail in there, which is something that SH MonsterArts has been doing for a while, but it's something that I just really like. And I really love that no matter where the eye travels, no matter how the figure is moved, there's paint to see, there is detail to see, there is something to love. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to paint and detail, this figure is a premium solid star. I mean, come on, man. Even the bottom of the heckin' feet have detail. Even the bottom of the tail has magnificent detail. This guy is a win in terms of paint and detail, and there is no questioning that.
Alright, so you like the paint and detail, but I know you. I know you're gonna give this thing 3 solid X's for articulation or something dumb like that. Actually, I think the articulation is just fine. Am I in the Twilight Zone?
Nah, you're just in the presence of an SH MonsterArts figure that's actually good.
Ah, but Rob, all the SH MonsterArts figures are good.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy.
Alright, I'll let you do your thing, but I still feel like you're going to pull a fast one on me.
No fast one needed. The articulation on this thing, as I said before, is perfectly fine. It's great even. Starting at the head, we are going to have a series of ball joints over here which will aid in Godzilla looking down and looking up, but he's not going to be able to look up too far because dorsal fins. Ow. And since this thing was made with sham technology, you will be able to move the head from side to side like this, and since this is nice and rubbery, aka the sham technology, you will be able to move and glide with it as far as the figure will let you. You can look side to side, not very far, but that really doesn't bother me all too much. The fact that it can look down so far totally makes up for that. And plus, the side to side motion at the neck really ain't all that restrictive either. You just gotta be gentle with it. That being said, we're going to get another ball joint at the chest over here. Now you might think because of this dude's horrific backpack, he's really not going to be able to move too far to the left or right, but thankfully, that sham technology comes back into play and you will be able to push him down to a certain extent and get him moving from left to right. You just gotta be careful to not scratch off any of that magnificent paint, but as you can see, you can go pretty far. This is also one of the reasons why you can't look up too far, but that's more so a fault of the design, not so much of SH MonsterArts. I mean, I'd much rather have him nice and jaggedy than have him be able to look all the way up like GVK Goji, and KOTM Goji for that matter. Make no mistake, there's another ball joint over here, but it's a bit on the stiff side, and getting any major movement out of it is a bit of a chore. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little too afraid to really force any movement out of this thing, so this is as much as you're gonna get out of me. Now, of course, when talking about the tail, SH MonsterArts practically invented segmented tails with ball joints, so here we go. Not a perfect S-curve, as the tail is a bit on the loose side over here, but I am still majorly impressed that this thing can curl as much as it can before the tail popping off in multiple areas, but again, I wouldn't take points off for that because that would be me forcing it and it wouldn't be a fault of the figure. Yeah, I'm a little bummed it can't hold its pose, but again, I'm not gonna take points off for that. Oh yeah, totally forgot to mention, mouth can open and close like so. The arms can go all the way around, like so. The arms also have a very decent flapping up and flapping down motion over here. They can't go too far up, but I think they go far enough that is acceptable. You can, of course, bend at the elbow over here, and there is a sense of rotation going on there as well. Just be careful because these are all separate pieces. You can rotate at the elbow and at the forearm over here, as I showed earlier, and you're going to get a ball joint and hinge over here at the wrist, aiding in moving all the way around and up and down, and you know, if you turn the joint along with the hand, you'll be able to move side to side as well. Now, I'm not going to go all out with the legs because I don't think these figures' legs are meant to go all the way around, but you can kick pretty dang high with this figure. Pretty dang high up and pretty dang far back as well. Very impressive. You'll also get a rather magnificent bend at the knee, like so. And since that is a ball joint, you'll also be able to get one heck of a pivot, which reminds me, yes, the legs can go rather far out. And speaking of pivots, the ankles have beautiful pivots like so. Yet again, aiding in helping Godzilla achieve some magnificent poses. And of course, they're all ball joints, so they can go all the way around like so. And I'm pretty sure that is it.
Rob, you forgot about the tongue.
Oh, yeah, right. Tongue articulation.
Did you really need to add those disgusting sound effects?
Of course I had to. Anyway, this guy gets a solid star in terms of articulation. And with that articulation being so bountiful and smooth, the poseability in turn comes out on top. While you won't be able to do some things the current day SHMA figures can, it's still one hell of an accomplishment for the line. The figure looks amazing no matter the pose he's put into, and with the help of a stand and a breath effect piece, it's a no-brainer. This figure excels in everything the line was created for. Screen-accurate representation of Godzilla and company with high-budget quality across the board. And while this isn't the design we got on screen, SHMA 1, it's still pretty cool to have a figure rep for a design that was ultimately scrapped. Hopefully Mr. Sakai will soon grace us with a screen-accurate version, and maybe even an Orga. That'd be great.
So, you really like this thing, huh? Oh yeah, 3-star worthy, man, for sure. Wow, great! Then you'll love the next two that I have picked out for Shamathon 4. These are even better than G2000. They blow them out of the water easily.
Two, huh? Alright, well, I'm a little bit more worried than I am curious, so which are they?
Da 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 da.
I can tell by the excitement in your voice, this is gonna be one great review.